What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the show. Something big just happened, and no one's talking about it. A brand new twist just dropped in the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit, and it's not just noise. This is a serious shift that could change the entire outlook for XRP. This update, it caught most people off guard. But once you see what I'm about to reveal, it's impossible to ignore. It's the kind of move that signals Ripple. They're not just playing defense anymore. They're going on the attack. And after everything we've been through with this case, this moment, it just feels different. Like we're waiting for one key piece to kick in. It's not just speculation. It's not hype. It's a move with real consequences. And it might just tip the scales. In this video, we're going to break it all down. What just happened, why it matters, and how it could reshape the future of XRP and the cryptocurrency markets from here on out. Stay locked in. This update, everyone will be talking about after the move is already made. Without further ado, let's roll that beautiful intro. Welcome back. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. This is the new channel. Pay attention to the name at the top. This is the Bullwinkle of Blueprint. Make sure you subscribe and look, hit that thumbs up button. It takes you 2 seconds. You could have already done it, but it helps me out so much in the algorithm. YouTube looks for the videos and who has the most thumbs up to jump them above. Let's jump into the price because a lot of people, they don't like what they see, and I'm with them. Bitcoin, $105,626. It's currently down about 1.17%. Ethereum coming in at 2,546, and it's down 2.5%. And XRP, well, it's coming in at the number 4 spot, coming in at $2.19. Take away all the gains that we saw yesterday. And if you didn't listen to the first video today, we spoke about this. We talked about what was happening. I thought that the market makers were pushing the price up because of the ETF news, but it seems to me the market makers knew that we were going to see another correction within the markets, so they pushed the price up on XRP. So we would pretty much be exactly where we were before this dip. It's a game of chess out there, folks. They are not playing checkers. Here's the Bitcoin chart. We've been really keying in on this 50-day moving average. You can see it is the blue line. The blue line's coming in at about 103,000. I expect Bitcoin to bounce off of 103,000 one more time here before we go back up. Look, crypto, it's not just about, institutional money and what's going on in the US. It all comes down to what is going on in the world. We have Israel and Iran right now, which needs to come to an end. When that is over, markets will continue to go back up. This is the same for crypto. This is the same for the stock market. Smoke put this out. Very interesting. Circle paid over $1 billion to keep USDC in circulation. In 2024, Circle earned $1.7 billion from interest on USDC reserves, but paid out $1 billion to third parties, including Binance, to help encourage the use of USDC. It states that 85% of USDC reserves are held in BlackRock investment funds. In return, BlackRock promotes USDC and agreed not to release a competing stablecoin. Very strange right there. So Circle's literally paying exchanges like Binance to use USDC. That's not organic demand, everyone. That's subsidized usage. It's like paying people to hang out at your party so it looks full. And it goes even deeper than this, because 85% of these reserves are parked in BlackRock's funds. That means that BlackRock isn't just passively involved, they're deeply embedded. They're earning fees on the reserves, and get this, they agreed that they will not launch their own stablecoin as part of this deal. That's not a partnership. This is a strategic monopoly. BlackRock gets paid, Circle keeps its turf, and competition stays locked out. So when we talk about stablecoins and decentralization, let's be real. This is Wall Street embedding itself right into the core of crypto. And the biggest stablecoin players, they're deep with TradeFi. The question is now, is this good for adoption, or is just another Trojan horse? Jacob King put this out. The U.S. Senate is going to vote today at 4:30 on the Genius Act. This is the Stablecoin bill. This is a groundbreaking bill that would finally bring regulatory clarity to the wild, wild west of stablecoins. If this passes, this isn't just another crypto headline. It is the beginning of the end of Tether and any stablecoin that refuses to play by the rules. Here's what it's going to mandate: federal or state licensing just to issue a coin, one-to-one reserves in cash or short-term T-bills, no more funny business. We talked about in the first video of the day, Treasury bills, Ripple, Ondo, XRP, Ledger. Monthly audits to prove those reserves actually exist. A full ban on lending out customer funds. Interesting. $100,000 a day fines for anyone who's breaking the rules, and in strict compliance with that's anti-money laundering laws. Say that 3 times fast. And most important, if you're over 10 billion in circulation, the Fed is going to step in directly. Here's the kicker: if your stablecoin is compliant, if it gets clarity, it's exempt from the SEC/CFTC turf war. This bill is a direct shoe at offshore stablecoins like Tether, and it opens the door wide, for regulated players like Circle and, yes, even Ripple with RLUSD. In short, this is one of the biggest legislative moves in crypto history, and it's happening today. We're either about to see the market mature or see who's really been swimming naked. Stay sharp, everyone. This is a turning point. Let's jump into Ripple and the SEC. Digital Perspective says it appears that pushing the decision back until legislation is passed. Very interesting, right? Because right now, both Ripple and the SEC have jointly, together, agreeing, requested that the Second Circuit continue to hold the appeals in abeyance. That means they want to pause everything. Why? Because there's a motion for something called an indecisive ruling currently on the table. Now, here's the thing. This ruling isn't your everyday motion. It usually means the trial court is being asked to revisit part of its decision, even while the appeal is ongoing. Translation: there might be some behind-the-scenes strategy or even quiet negotiations happening that we're not seeing yet. The kicker about all this: the SEC now has until August 15th to file a formal status report. That's a hard deadline. And wherever you get one of those, it usually means pressure is building up. This isn't just about a legal timeline. It's about timing with precision. Because when both sides agree to pause like this, that's often a window where settlement starts to get discussed, where legal clarity sharpens, and where the next big narrative begins to take shape. Bottom line, don't sleep on this one, folks. And while they're pushing the final decision back, because here's the actual court mandate that's telling you that the decision is being pushed back, remember, it's not being pushed back because they are unsure. They're actually waiting for legislation to catch up here. And you know what? From the beginning, I've stated this. That judgment against Ripple's institutional sales, it has always felt like a placeholder, a pressure point, designed to force both sides to the negotiating table. This case was never about enforcement, let's be honest. It's been a full-blown audit, a public vetting process. Ripple has gone through years of regulatory scrutiny, transparency, and discovery, and it's still standing strong. And here's the play. If the SEC drops a final ruling before Congress passes new laws, they risk setting a precedent they can't walk back from. So what are they doing? Delaying, but delaying strategically. They want the rules in place first, and then they're going to move. But here's the key. Ripple didn't run. Ripple didn't fold. They stayed, they fought it, and they complied. That positions them as one of the most battle-tested, regulatory-ready companies in all of crypto. And when these things finally resolve, and they will resolve after legislation drop, guess who's already aligned within the new system? Correct, Ripple. And that means XRP is going to be one of the few assets with real regulatory clarity in a world that's been dying for it. That's not just bullish, that's positioning for global utility. So lock in, folks, because when the green light comes, you don't want to be on the outside looking in. I hope you enjoyed. Keep your heads up, keep your chin up. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to leave it like that. I'll catch everyone on the next one.